It's farming in Maryland, starring the Lippy Brothers Farm. The Disney crew is shooting a movie which will be shown at its latest theme park in Florida. It features farming around the country. Maryland was selected because it's a major corn producer. Maryland? Corn? The producer says the Maryland Film Council sold him on the idea.
And they showed me some incredible slides. And so I started looking around and I said, this is it. I took it back to the studios and showed them the film that I shot along with the motion picture film, and they were sold on it.
This is showbiz in a big way. It took about a dozen people and almost 5 days to set up these shots. This is a camera such as few people in the world have ever seen. Ordinarily, you're used to seeing these film magazines mounted horizontally.
Well, it's capable of shooting 360 degrees.
The Disney crew hopes to finish up tomorrow. All of this effort, by the way, is for a film that will run 1 minute. That's right, 1 minute. And the Maryland segment, 12 seconds. That's showbiz. Frances Harden on the scene in Carroll County.
Hollywood has come to Norman. The sophisticated weather research equipment at the National Severe Storms Lab is being filmed for a futuristic Disney World production called the Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow, or EPCOT. Since this weather equipment is among the most advanced in the world, it's a natural choice for a film on the future.
What it's going to do here is show the tracking station for tornadoes here, and the instruments are quite interesting.
The IMAX camera used in this production is as innovative as the objects it films. One of only 8 in existence, it's loaded with film that records a larger than normal image, which will then be projected onto a circular movie screen 8 stories high. It makes the viewer feel as if they're a part of what they're watching.
A 6-member film crew will spend 3 days here in Norman working on this project for 10 to 16 hours a day. So in the final film, shot of the Severe Storms Lab, will only last 14 seconds.
It will first be seen by the public when EPCOT opens near Disney World in Florida in October of this year. But that 14 seconds, representing Oklahoma's contribution to the world of the future, will be seen 1,000 times a day for the next 10 years. Phil Schumann, Newsline 9, Norman.
I was concerned about the environment back in the early 70s. We decided that we would do a film on recycling, show people how to recycle, how to clean up the environment. And we did that film in 1975.
Environmentalism wasn't still in fashion then.
It wasn't in fashion. People thought that we were kooks. In fact, they would call environmentalists kooks. We know what we're talking about. And we decided that we would go on doing more environmental films. And we continued, and we did a film called The Sky is Falling in 1978-79. And it took us 4 years to do the film because we traveled around the world interviewing people about acid rain, global warming, and how we can clean up our environment at a cost-effective way. That film won the Academy Award in the Soviet Union in 1983, equal to that. We also won the Film Advisory Board Award in California. With that particular film was the first environmental film. The Canadians came out with a film later on acid rain. So we decided that we would do a remake of that film saying The Sky is Still Falling 30 years later. We thought, why haven't it been cleaned up? The country's been cleaned up in 30 years. Because we brought to the attention of government, there was bioenergy, there was wind energy, there was all these different energies that we had in the film, showing that there's ways to clean up. Well, nothing's happened. I mean, we're not even close to cleaning up. So we want to show the politics of emissions. Do they really want to clean up, or is just talk? And we're looking into why aren't we cleaning up? 30 years ago, everyone said, yes, we're cleaning up. Well, I haven't seen the results that they promised us. So we decided that we would go ahead and do a remake, and Senator Ray Haynes is one of the producers. So we decided, let's look into why we haven't gone any further. Who's stopping the environment?
So what are the interests behind it?
Is it money? Is it money? Or is it really cleaning up the air? And so we decided to go ahead and do this. We started the film already. And I went to Senator Ray Haynes and said, you know, of all people I know, I've known you almost 20 years, and you're one of the environmentalists that I met that cares about not only the environment, but industry. You know, most people say, I'm an environmentalist. Let's just destroy industry. We don't care about them. Close them down. Close down the power plants. Close down hydrogen. Close down nuclear power. Close down this. Close down that. And people are afraid because it's the voters that are yelling and screaming, and no one's looking at the technology at a close way, or even the scientists. So this time, I thought by bringing in someone like Senator Ray Haynes, who cares about both sides, that we would go ahead and produce this film together and then release it and give it away to the colleges to educate people after what we find out, when we find out what government really did. And who could find out better than Senator Ray Haynes? We have the past president of CBS, Bud Grant, who started 60 Minutes, is signed a letter joining in with us. I want to show that we have hope, and it's not all mankind that did this.
You're going beyond the problem, you're going to the solutions.
To the solution, showing what we can do. And then I want to show what happened with government. Who dropped the ball, and what happened? And that's where the senator comes in.